What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video where we will talk about Manuel Akanji. The Dortmund centre-back is linked to Liverpool and it looks like he could be one of the alternatives to the likes of Dayot Upamecano or Alaba, and Liverpool have been linked with a whole host of centre-backs. No surprise because Van Dijk and Gomez are out at least until March or April. So guys, let me know, would you think that Akanji would be a good alternative to the likes of Upamecano? According to the Daily Mail, Liverpool are interested in bringing in the Dortmund centre-back and he wouldn't cost as much as Upamecano, and I'm thinking that if Leipzig will play Liverpool in the Champions League knockout stages. Leipzig already signed Dominik Szoboszlai and I think Upamecano would cost Liverpool an absolute fortune. Why would Leipzig want to sell one of their best centre-backs on a cheap to Liverpool, who will be their opponents in the Champions League? So that Champions League draw made it even more difficult for Liverpool to sign Upamecano. And according to the Daily Mail, Akanji is one of Liverpool's alternative targets if they can't bring in Upamecano. So let me know, what do you think about that in the comments below. And of course, if you enjoy these transfer news updates, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. If you are new to my channel, turn on the bell notification so you never miss the latest Liverpool transfer news episodes. Akanji is from Switzerland. He already played 17 times this season, scoring 1 goal, but his future is unclear and uncertain after the Dortmund manager Lucien Favre was sacked by Dortmund after suffering a heavy 5-1 thrashing at home to newly promoted Stuttgart. Akanji is 25 years old, so he is at the perfect age if you are looking for a centre-back, and he impressed at Basel before joining Dortmund in 2018, and he cost only £16 million for Dortmund to sign him. So even if we pay 30 million, Dortmund double their money basically, and that's the kind of fee that Liverpool would like to pay for Akanji. I don't think we want to pay 50-60 million for a centre-back in January. And Akanji is a quick player and he can play out from the back, which are two key attributes required to play in Liverpool's defense right now. And this isn't the first time that Michael Edwards have targeted him. The Independent newspaper reported in 2017 December that Liverpool had picked out Akanji as a target if they couldn't sign Virgil van Dijk, but then he joined Borussia Dortmund and of course we managed to sign Virgil van Dijk. But with Van Dijk now injured, it looks like the interest from Michael Edwards in Akanji is resurfacing again. And I think Jurgen Klopp, having a very close connections with Borussia Dortmund, he can help Liverpool sign Akanji. Jurgen Klopp has a lot of clout with Borussia Dortmund, having enjoyed a dazzling 7-year really trophy-rich spell at Borussia Dortmund, and the 25-year-old Akanji fits the profile of a Liverpool signing, and given the on-field struggles at Dortmund at the moment, we could get a good price, I think, negotiating with Dortmund. And Dortmund is in a turmoil, they are in limbo. The 38-year-old Edin Terzic, who is a pretty unknown manager, has taken over until the end of the season as an interim manager after the Lucien Favre sacking, and just in his second game Dortmund lost again to Union Berlin, who is another pretty small club. They got promoted to the Bundesliga last season. And for Akanji, working with a star manager like Jurgen Klopp would be the perfect next step in his career and in his personal development. So I think if Akanji had a chance, he would absolutely jump at the chance to sign for Liverpool. And Akanji only won one German Super Cup trophy with Borussia Dortmund. He hasn't won anything else, and I think Akanji wants to win trophies. He's a winner, so I think he wants to move on from Dortmund sooner or later, because Dortmund are in transition. They have a lot of young players, but they don't look like a side who can challenge Bayern Munich and Leipzig for the Bundesliga title. And of course Akanji already has a personal friend from the Switzerland national team, Xherdan Shaqiri, at Liverpool, so that would make the transition from German to English football, from Dortmund to Liverpool, even easier. And I think one of the biggest attractions from a personal point of view for Manuel Akanji would be to play and to train alongside Virgil van Dijk, of course after Van Dijk gets fit, to play and train alongside one of the best centre-backs in the world. I mean, which centre-back would not want to play and train alongside Virgil van Dijk, because you can learn so much in just 3 or 4 years. Akanji could become another world-class centre-back at Liverpool. Maybe one of the only reasons against this transfer from Manuel Akanji's point of view would be that he wouldn't be a regular guaranteed striker starter at Liverpool. He would probably play a bit part role in the maybe in the next year, but I think right now he would definitely start alongside Joel Matip in 1 or 2 months if he signs in January, because Liverpool really need a centre-back right now who is experienced, and Manuel Akanji is definitely experienced. He played in the Champions League and in the Bundesliga for 2 or 3 years now with Dortmund, and he even played in the Champions League with Basel before that. If he doesn't start regularly at Liverpool, in the short term, he would maybe lose his place in the Switzerland national team, and he definitely wants to play in the Euros next summer. So maybe that's one of the reasons why he would be a little bit hesitant to sign for Liverpool right now. But I mean, if you are at Dortmund right now, and if Liverpool comes calling, would you really say no? I think a big player wants to play at the biggest clubs, and Liverpool is certainly one of the biggest clubs in the world. And if you get a chance to sign for Liverpool, you just don't say no, because who knows when another big club like Liverpool would come calling. And if you compare Akanji with Upamecano, Akanji has made more tackles per game, more interceptions, more clearances, and he also made marginally less fouls. But Upamecano does come out on top in terms of blocks per 90 minutes, which paints the picture that he is better positionally, where Akanji is a more proactive front foot defender. Going forward, both players are a threat from set pieces, and they have a league goal each to their name this season. They are both deadlocked in terms of key passes. They have 0.3 key passes per 90 minutes. Akanji marginally is better with dribbles, which demonstrates both players enjoy striding out from the back, making passes. Akanji is slightly less secure in possession, with more dispossessions than Upamecano, but Upamecano has significantly more unsuccessful touches. Akanji has just 0.1 per game, Upamecano has 0.8. This could be because Upamecano is taking more risks on the ball than Akanji, or simply the fluctuations you might expect from a defender that is a lot younger than Akanji. And Upamecano is making on average 81 passes per game, but Akanji has over 90 in a match, and Upamecano's pass success rate is an impressive 90%, but Akanji is 91% successful, so he's even better than that. And yes, Upamecano would be a perfect signing, but these statistical numbers are saying that Akanji would be an option that shouldn't be taken lightly. It should be taken seriously, because he's a definite alternative, a definite candidate for the Liverpool centre-back signing that we expect to happen in the January transfer window. So let me know, what do you think? Where do you stand in this Upamecano versus Akanji debate that is going on right now among the Liverpool fans? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And let's talk about Mohamed Salah again, because O'Neill, one of the coaches at Liverpool, said that Salah doesn't look unhappy at Liverpool, and he can't see him leaving Liverpool, which is good news. But let's see what he said. I'm keen to judge it on performances, and Salah that came on for half an hour against Crystal Palace, he doesn't seem unhappy for me. What I'm hearing about how hard he works in training and how bubbly he is around the ground, I don't see it being an issue. Players will give interviews, and sometimes, especially when they are done in other countries and other languages, there will be stuff that comes back. I think you have to judge him on his performances, and for me, he doesn't look like a guy that is unhappy at Liverpool FC. What I hear about how he trains, how hard he works, he definitely doesn't give off the notion that he's unhappy, he's downing tools, and that is I think great news. And John Aldridge also weighed in on this Salah debate. If you are a player of Salah's quality, you are always going to be linked with Real Madrid, Barcelona and other such clubs. Harry Kane Kane will be the next one as Tottenham fall away. That's just the way it is. Sadio Mane is talked about too. We are talking about one of the very best forwards in the world. Mane, Salah, they are always going to be linked with Real Madrid. Personally, I think after the experience of the Champions League final and the way Ramos treated him, I would have had a hatred for Real Madrid if it was me after that incident. It wouldn't appeal to me, but I wouldn't want to leave Liverpool anyway. It's up to Jurgen Klopp and what he wants. You have to trust the manager to deal with such situations, and when they arise, in the right way. Players are so strong now. If they want to go, then they will go. End of story. But Liverpool have got the best front three in the world right now. That goes without saying. Tottenham have got a fantastic front three, and there's other clubs as well. But you wouldn't swap Salah, Mane or Firmino for anyone. And Aldridge also weighed in on Mane getting angry when he was substituted. I'm made up when players don't want to come off. I used to do it all the time. I never wanted to come off, especially for Ireland. Jack Charlton always used to take me off with 15 minutes to go in a lot of games. I used to hate it. I have a little go at Jack, but he knew what was best for me, and I'm sure Jurgen has told Sadio, I'm protecting you, I need you, you are vital for me, I just don't want you to get overworked or injured. That will have been the only reason, and it was great to see his reaction because he's hungry for goals. He has not been scoring lately, and he's got his first goal back. That's all it is. He wanted more, and I have no problem with that. And yes, that's exactly what it was. Mane just wanted to score more goals. He felt that Crystal Palace are vulnerable and Mane could score more. That's why he wanted to stay on the pitch, and it's no problem with that, really. And Jason McAteer, who is also a former Liverpool player and he is now a pundit, saying that the injuries are maybe the reason that Liverpool are kind of a victim of their own success. Let's hear what he means by that. The thing about Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool as a football club is sometimes they are a victim of their own success. Not rotating the squad catches up with everybody. If you are at the top of the table and you win the Champions League, you are going to be playing Champions League football again. You are going to be playing a lot of high intensity games. And yeah, Jurgen Klopp also pointed it out. It's basically every game for Liverpool is a must-win game. You can't really play the kids a lot of the time. You have to put your best starting 11 in almost every game because you are under pressure to win. Your squad, if it's that good, it's going to be littered with international players. They are going to go away and play international football as well. As a result, you are going to be playing a lot more games because you are going to be in cup competitions for longer. I understand that TV stations want the best teams, the most attractive football on their screens, but that doesn't necessarily help Liverpool and their players. Jurgen Klopp has got a point when he says they play Champions League on a Wednesday night abroad, but then have to play at noon at lunchtime on a Saturday. The product of the quality of the live games does need protection in that sense. Otherwise, we are going to be watching the other 23s play because Liverpool will have no players fit for the starting 11, and that's across the board. Not just for Liverpool, but for every big club. You can't blame all the injuries on fatigue because most were impact injuries. Van Dijk's, Oxlade-Chamberlain's, Thiago, Alisson were all caused in this way. It's not fair to point a finger and say Jurgen Klopp doesn't rotate the players enough and it's his fault, because I don't think that's the case. And I mean, that's true. Gomez got injured, in an innocuous way, but all the other injuries, Van Dijk, impact injury from Pickford, Thiago, impact injury from Richarlison, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Alisson, I don't remember who injured them, but they were impact injuries as well. And John Aldridge also weighed in on Wijnaldum's tricky contract situation. You don't know what is going on behind the scenes with Gini Wijnaldum. Agents are hard to deal with. Gini is in an ideal position now. His contract is running out, he's going to be free. He still loves Liverpool, I'm sure, but there are going to be reasons behind it. Only he knows. If Gini wants to go, he will go. It's as simple as that. It's all in Gini's court. Will the club push the boat out and give him what he wants? Will Liverpool do that? I don't know. We will have to watch this space and trust the manager. But if he wants to go, he will probably go. And Liverpool may also explore the option of bolstering their ranks in January. I think with what's at stake, it wouldn't be a bad idea if the right player is out there for Liverpool to make a signing. If they are not out there at the right price, then they can't get one. if there is someone out there at the right price, then absolutely, I think we should sign someone as an insurance policy to get us through the season and get the Premier League title in the bag again. And I think that's what's at stake. If Liverpool don't sign a centre-back and, for example, Fabinho gets injured, then Liverpool would be in real trouble because Matip can't play every 3 days. He has to be rotated. And also, I wanted to congratulate Jurgen Klopp for winning the Best Coach of the Year award, and also for Liverpool to become the best team in the BBC Sports Personality Award. Henderson only came second to Lewis Hamilton, but Lewis Hamilton won, I think, his 7th Formula 1 championship, so he also is a deserved winner. But of course, I would have loved to see Jordan Henderson win it. And Alisson also said this after Crystal Palace was thrashed 7-0 by Liverpool. It's good, you put pressure on your opponents, the other teams who are there fighting for the title, but we are only thinking about ourselves, thinking about what we can do on the pitch. So when you get 3 points with a great performance, you will be happy. We have 1 week to rest now to prepare the next game, which is West Brom at home, and enjoy a little bit Christmas with the family. I wish a Merry Christmas for all the supporters. May God bless you. Enjoy it with the family safely in a safe way. If you just see the score sheet, you see it was an easy game for Liverpool, but it wasn't. We had to work really hard here. It's always tough to play against Liverpool away because to play against Crystal Palace away because of the way they play. They like to put the balls in behind our defense, and we like to press them. And sometimes they came out of this pressure of ours, but on those moments we did really well, buying some time, dropping a little bit. The defensive line dropped a little bit to buy some time for the other players to come back and help to defend. That's why I believe we got the clean sheet. Then after with the ball, we did really well. We did great, and that's a really good assessment of the game by Alisson. And the journalist also said this in The Athletic about the Wijnaldum contract situation. Wijnaldum wants a contract that brings long-term security, again, not unreasonably, given that this will be probably the last big contract that he signs before his earning power starts to decline. Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool want to keep him, but there is unease, again understandable, at the idea of offering a long-term contract on increased terms to a player who has just turned 30 years old and is unlikely to be quite such an integral part of their team in 3 or 4 years' time. That's what I don't really get. Like, for the next 3 years, Wijnaldum will surely be integral, and after that he can still go on a free transfer. And yes, it's a lot of wages that Wijnaldum was asking for, but I think it's more expensive to bring in somebody and more risky to bring in somebody even on lower wages than Wijnaldum, who is not guaranteed to be as good as Wijnaldum in the team. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what is your opinion in the comments below, and thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoy this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.